Well.
We're back again.
It's your boys.
I'm B.
I'm Joseph.
Welcome back to Less Than 2 Cents.
Keep it short this time.
It's yeah. You know, we'll give you like a healthy, seductive, like 35-minute episode.
Oh no, I was talking about my name exchange.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. Keep it short and straight to the point.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Well, first episode of the new year. That's kind of exciting. Castle, go lay down. We got our first guest here. This big ass dog. Go lay down, man. He's ruining everything. But yeah, so you know, just for a comeback episode, again, for us to kind of get back in the swing of everything, we're gonna go ahead and give you a top 5 movie list from the past year, 2022. I mean, pretty sweet and simple.
I love making lists. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know
there's
why.
something.
I love making.
There's something very like therapeutic about just like writing shit down in an order, and it's I got a list. Like that's all I got. I need a list. So yeah, we're gonna hit you with our top 5 movies from 2022. Probably throw a couple honorable mentions in there. I don't know about how much, but yeah. You want to start? You want me to start? Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Fucking
Most
New Year.
Definitely. 2022 is gone. We're in 2023, and we're about to live it up.
Hell yeah. Good
Straight
vibes.
Up. All year.
Good vibes all year. I don't know.
But yeah, you can start if you want.
You want me to start?
Yeah,
all right, so,
actually, I think, yeah. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so my number 5 for 2022 was actually Netflix's remake?
Or what?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, it's a reboot.
Is it a reboot? They're fucking starting all over again?
Honestly, the difference between I think a remake and a reboot is a remake is literally that movie remade. A reboot is they take the story, they take everything, and they make something new out of it. I believe, anyways. In the
Makes sense.
the movie sphere.
World.
Yes.
Yeah, so my number 5. Oh, forgot to say. So like, the movies that we picked aren't just like, oh my god, like this movie like really intrigued me or pulled me. Like a lot of shit went into it. Like how we felt on first viewing, rewatchability is really like one of the main things that I focused on. And then obviously just enjoyment and everything like that. So yeah, my number 5 was Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Netflix. I mean, it was a nice fresh take on it. You know, it was just the right amount of like gore and everything like that. Like the whole movie flowed really well together. There wasn't a lot of there wasn't too much like focused tropes or like backstories involved.
Yeah.
It was the story that we've like at this point I feel like every generation has gotten to enjoy, but with like a new twist on it.
Honestly, I like that movie. In that movie, she gets hit down the stairs
Bro.
with a hammer.
When he throws his damn the damn meat tenderizer.
She flies down the stairs through the stairs.
Yeah. That shit was
Literally
wild.
through the stairs.
Yeah,
no, that was good. I actually Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I actually watched that movie a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, going back to what you had said, my list is based off of rewatchability for me personally and how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because, right on it, yeah. That majority of these movies, it's mainly just because I've watched them like numerous times and just they're super enjoyable to me, I guess. So.
I mean, like I don't like rewatchability is so important. Like just for the simple fact of like, it wasn't until lately I realized how much we really do rewatch shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like right now, like we have Lost Boys playing in the background, but I mean, over the past 2 weeks, I think we've watched this movie like 7 fucking times. Like, I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's like a lot of the movies on this list are movies that it's like, oh, like if it's on something, like I'm gonna watch it because like I know I enjoy it like from the beginning to the end type thing. Yeah. And like I definitely felt like that with this movie. You know, it's like I said, it was a fresh new twist on it. The story that they portrayed, they gave it a modern twist without it being like horrible. Like I feel like a lot of movies that are like remakes and or reboots now, like it's still set in like the same time frame or time period.
Yeah.
But they're trying to add so much modern stuff to it where it just completely falls apart. Yeah. Like this one, they were they podcasters or
they bought a town and they were auctioning off the buildings in the town because they thought they wanted to make a new world and all this mess. And even the guy said, "Oh, so you guys run a cult?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it's
honestly, it kind of sounds like you guys run a cult.
Yeah, so like it was just a nice new twist, like
Honestly, I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. No, the only thing I didn't like about that movie was when they brought back the original character from the first one and then ended up killing her off. I hated that.
I mean, like, especially when it comes to reboots and stuff. Like, I feel like if it's a draw. It's like, okay, look, like you might not be happy about it, but guess what? Like we got, you know what I'm saying? Like we got somebody coming back from the original type of thing.
In horror too. I mean, well, not all horror, but in this situation too, it's just like we're not really there for the story. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So,
yeah.
No, I definitely got that.
I got you. But yeah, so my number 5, Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. Even for like a horror, I definitely didn't think it was that scary at all.
No.
Really, like as long as
it was more brutal and gory than
sure.
anything else,
for
definitely,
sure.
And dirty, brutal, gory, and dirty.
Yeah, but other than that, it was pretty like action packed. Honestly,
his chainsaw literally cuts through anything.
Literally, bro, it's just made of
matter,
fucking adamantium. Like my man's on some Marvel shit over here with this goddamn 72-year-old chainsaw.
For real, it was in a wall. He pulls it out, and this thing is just ready to go, oiled up and everything.
One pull,
bro.
just
for
like
real,
didn't even have to fight with it, man. But yeah, so my number 5, Texas Chainsaw Massacre via Netflix.
Okay, now, honestly, streaming services.
Popping off this year. For sure.
Excuse me. But yeah, streaming services this year were fire. Speaking of, okay, my number 5 is it's a Netflix movie. It's called Day Shift with Jamie Foxx. Again, this is not a cinematic masterpiece by any means, but it was super enjoyable. It was a movie that I watched numerous times. It was something that there's times I'd be putting it on, just falling asleep to it, like going to bed at night and stuff. So it's not some cinematic masterpiece or anything, but it was definitely super enjoyable. Jamie Foxx killed it. Like, even in the beginning, you watched the movie, right?
We watched it.
Or we actually watched it together,
The first time we watched it together, and I think separate from that, I've watched it like 2 or 3 more times.
Yeah. Oh my God, I watched the movie a lot. But even in the beginning when he fights that, the vampire in her house.
Like, bro, that shit was crazy.
Just that alone, like, it was like, the movie's, honestly, I feel like that movie is kind of underrated, if I'm being honest with you, because lot of people, because it comes from Netflix, a lot of people probably wouldn't check it out or anything like that, but I really, really enjoyed Day Shift. I ended up watching it a lot. Yeah, I just thought it was really good. And Jamie Foxx, too. Jamie Foxx killed it. What's James Franco's little brother?
Dave Franco.
Dave Franco, he's in it. He killed it. Dude, they had canceled. Snoop Dogg in it. Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. At the end of the movie, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But either way, this doesn't take away. But Snoop Dogg is jacked up. He blows
West Side
up,
for life.
Literally, he blows up the whole what was it, the mall or underground?
He was like in the sewers.
Yeah, it blows everything up and somehow still kicks open a manhole cover or something and freaking comes out of it. Yeah. And it's just like, it starts smoking a blunt. Yeah. I love LA and walks up. It's like, bro, this movie is crazy. I'm not going to lie. But a lot, and then too, something else that cemented that I actually really liked it was when he did, the movement of Django, like Django does, and that I really like that too. Yeah. Just like little stuff, honestly, just little stuff. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I've been really like fucking with vampires a lot lately too, like vampire movies and stuff. So I actually really enjoyed Day Shift a lot.
Yeah. So it's funny because Day Shift is actually my number 4.
Okay.
So to not like tag along on it too much, but like again, like this movie got picked for me because of like the rewatchability. Like I'm very big on just like having something on like in the background. Like if I'm like cleaning my house or something, or like right now we're doing a whole fucking podcast and like TV's on, movies playing on silence. Lost Boys, fucking best vampire movie ever. Pause. But like the rewatchability and the easy like the I don't know how to put this, but like the it's a simple movie to watch.
Yeah.
Like if you miss 5 or 10 minutes, like it's like, oh shit, like, you know, you don't have to start at the beginning. Like it was a very fun movie. You know, it's like you said. I mean, Jamie Foxx killed it as usual. Like, but like this movie to me was so enjoyable because of how simple it was.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't need a whole background on like why they're vampires, where they came from. The movie's like, look, there's fucking vampires. You can get paid to hunt them.
Yeah.
This is just what I do.
Oh, honestly, I didn't even bring that up. I like how in that movie, like where Jamie Foxx works, there's a whole system. Yeah. And it's just like a 9 to 5. Yeah. It is a 9 to 5 vampire hunting job. Yeah. And honestly, I like it's cool. Day shift was really cool.
It was just so simple because it was literally like, okay, this dude's a damn vampire hunter and needs to make more money. Gets put on a different shift to go, you know, hunt fucking bigger, badder vampire. Like it was as simple as you could possibly make it while keeping it interesting. Like the twins in that movie killed it. Like the scene with Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco, and then the two twin brothers when they clear out that that nest. And them dudes are just vibing together.
One of my favorite
that shit was crazy.
Was that whenever he the vampire throws him up the stairs and he says that. Did he just throw me up the fucking stairs?
Yeah, just throw me up the stairs.
That movie is hilarious, bro. Yeah. Too. It's Day Shift is pretty good.
It's a great movie, man. It's like just the simplicity of the movie made me enjoy it so much. Like it wasn't some long, drawn out, like crazy shit. And like the vampires are super simple in that movie too. They're stronger than humans. They're a little bit faster. Can't see them like in a mirror type shit. Like they just kept it so simple, but it was just the flow of it was great. Oh, and I love how like beginning kill in the movie was like the final kill, like with the wire.
Oh yeah.
That part was
but dude, when you think about it, I'm about to go so off. When you think about it, no, that is the whole, like people do that in movies, like you show something and then you bring it up later, just like how in like Django, he shoots the guy in the street and then uses the same gun to shoot Calvin, and it makes you think. It's just something that brings back. Yeah, like all the stuff in the
it's just it's like I don't want to call it a fan service because it's definitely not a fan service story, like, per se, but yeah, it's like it's just a healthy callback. Like, oh shit, like, you know,
exactly. That's exactly what it is. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, and that is, I don't know. That's credit to the filmmaker, honestly.
Oh, not for sure.
I love that,
especially too, like in movies, like. Especially for people that like watch movies, view movies, and like love movies as much as we do, like it is the tiny simple shit like that that will make me like remember a movie. Yeah. Like just the simplest shit. Like people talk shit to him at the beginning of the movie because he uses that trap to kill vampires, and then it's like at the end of the movie, it's literally what like saved his life. Yeah, like it's something as simple as like a. It was just like some razor wire. Like it was just so fucking quick and easy.
Yeah, it was like, made out of what is it? Silver.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so Day Shift, also Netflix. So
yeah, I'm telling you, a big chunk of my movies came from streaming services.
Yeah. So, my number 4, your number 5, Day Shift. So,
my number 4. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. I felt bad about having Day Shift at number 5 because I felt like, oh, it's a Netflix movie, whatever. But number 4. Go check this movie out because honestly, I watched this movie numerous times. I talked to Brig about it numerous times. And honestly, going home tonight, I think I might check it out because I haven't watched it in a minute. That's the thing where you're talking about rewatching movies, man. When I pretty much like I try and, you know me, I'm at home watching movies all day. There's times I watch like 2 or 3 movies a day, and it's damn, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, it really is the rewatchability aspect of it because dude, there's times where I watch new movies that I've never seen that there's just something in it that captures me that will make me watch it continuously throughout that week. Like Hellraiser, honestly, I watched it when it originally. Oh, well, Hellraiser's my number 4.
There we go.
I didn't even say my number 4, so pretty much the number 4 is Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser on Hulu for what was it? It came out around Halloween, I believe, a little bit before Halloween in October. I think so. I don't want to say it took a new aspect or it took a new, because I'm gonna be real, I wasn't even a fan of Pinhead or Hellraiser or none of that when I was a kid or even now really, because I don't even remember watching the numerous Hellraisers before. I don't think I've ever watched really any of them.
Speaking of, there's like 17.
Yeah, there's
had
a ton.
No idea there was that many Hellraiser movies.
But with that, it's just like when this one, I was really excited for this one because I'm a. Oh man, I hit the table.
No, it's you hitting the table, the dog having a seizure. It's like whatever.
But yeah. So pretty much, whenever this movie was coming out, I was really excited for. I'm a huge horror fan, and it was something that I don't know. It's a different kind of movie. It's kind of when you first watch it, it's kind of mystery. It's a little it's thriller. And, the acting is good in it. The gore is good in it. Yeah, I really enjoyed Hellraiser. I'm not going to lie. It was my number 4. It's on Hulu. A Hulu original. And, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I would definitely say check it out. It takes a lot of twists and turns. And towards the end of, towards the end of the movie, you start putting stuff together. And it really, it's like a mystery movie. It's a thriller. It's a somewhat of a kind of a slasher.
Yeah.
It was great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna watch it again when I go home tonight. I watched the movie numerous times, and talking about it really makes me think like I feel like it got overshadowed a little bit because it is on a streaming service, and it's like originally another Hulu came out with another movie prior to this one, the Predator movie, and Then they came out with the Hellraiser movie, and I thought for both of those movies that they should have been released in theaters, bro.
Oh no, for sure, and
they would have made a ton of money on both of those movies.
It definitely gives you like a sour taste in your mouth when you hear something is straight to streaming or starting on streaming, and I think it's because like even to this day, like even after like COVID and everything, like I understand like a lot of shit had to get twisted, like it wasn't. I don't want to say safe, but like you know what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like the best idea to be like going to the movies and stuff like that. So like I understand how like certain things had to go certain places. I do feel like HBO Max like dominated just because it's like it's fucking HBO. It's HBO. Yeah. Like they've always been known for just absolute bangers and everything like that. So it's like something going straight to HBO. I didn't even think about it, but it's like them. Like especially with Hellraiser and the Predator movie, it's called Prey.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for people.
Like
Predator movie.
Like with those two, you hear like straight to Hulu, and you're like, "What the fuck? Yeah, like, what are you talking about?"
I mean, and I get it too for subscribers and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, Hellraiser and Prey deserved a theatrical release.
For sure, for sure. Again, I gotta piggyback on you again. Hellraiser's my number 3.
Hellraiser was fire.
Honestly, and like especially too, like me and you had like a lot of discussions about the movie, just because it's like Hellraiser has been around forever.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like growing up, like at least the first slasher I was introduced to was Jason. Like my dad loved Friday the 13th series. I probably shouldn't have watched those movies as early as I did.
I watched 2 Friday the 13th movies today, bro.
Like
the new beginning and the final chapter.
There's
vice versa.
There's no reason that I should have been watching those movies as young as I was, but it's like that was kind of my introduction to like slashers, and then from there it was Halloween and everything else. But it's like. At this point, like I said, there's like 12 of these movies.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Not even counting this new one. Which again, did we classify this?
Blows the other ones out of the water, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like I haven't watched the other ones like that, but
I've never seen
the first one. I have seen the first one. I've seen the first one one time, and I remember, and I was younger, and I've been trying to rewatch movies that I've seen when I was younger now to see how I feel about them, but. It was one of those things. This movie takes it way deeper and way more cinematic than any other.
But that's my thing. So here's a question for you. Like before I finish my explanation, it's like Hellraiser. Are we considering this a reboot, a remake, or a continuation?
No, it's a reboot.
Why do you say that?
Well, it would be because they take the story the same.
The story, but it's heavily implied in the movie that it's still continued. Like it's still a continuation. Actually,
either way,
no, you might be right. You might be right. I think it's a remake.
Because either way, you bring up the other movies, but it's like new characters, same concept, new characters, new monsters, new everything. It's a
I'll give you that. But like even like I remember like from the first trailer, like even me, you know, like I know who Pinhead is, I know who the Cenobites are, like all that shit. Like just from the trailer, I was like, yo, this movie's about to be good as fuck. Like,
but I felt different. Honestly, it was one of those throwaway.
The trailer was very like, I don't want to use the word like mysterious, but the trailer was very much like, we know you know the name, like we'll show you the face, but like everything else you're gonna have to wait for.
Yeah.
And I mean, the movie was very much like that. Like the movie was, it was a slow burn, but in such a good way. Yeah. It was a slow burn.
Like a mystery,
yeah, exactly. It was a slow burn, but it kept you like asking questions the whole movie.
Yeah.
So like it was. And
then great
fucking movie. The bathroom scene, like beginning of the movie, but shit blew my mind.
Bathroom scene is good, but the van scene,
yeah.
When because it was like they're driving and the road is open and you're trying to get them. Once the road isn't catching them, they end up going to the back of the van.
Yeah, that part. Great,
that. Movie is so cinematic. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Again, it wasn't something like in that aspect that was I don't want to say cinematic genius, but that was a great cinematic scene.
You can go ahead and say it. Like that shit was insane.
It was dope. It was really dope.
Yeah, man. Like don't get me wrong. Like obviously, it's now 2023. Like movies are the way of practical effects. Like we don't see too many like, oh hey, this is just a dope ass camera shot. We do still see it, but practical effects are either amazing or shit now.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you get an in between that is tolerable, or like I mean you hear it with so many movies nowadays. It's like the second something is too much CGI or too much practical effects, it will ruin the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
And like with this movie, like especially the van scene, the van scene is probably more impressive than the bathroom scene, but like the bathroom scene, bro, that shit completely fucking caught me off guard.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. For the what is it? Surprise factor? Oh
yeah
most definitely, yeah.
One, shit surprised the hell out of me. Two, shit kind of fucking like creeped me out.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And he's screaming, and right when she gets into the scream stops.
Yeah,
I felt like that was a great editing choice too, because it was like, bro, you're right next to him. Wait, I just heard him. Like, what the hell? Yeah.
Now nothing.
I felt like that was great.
Great damn movie.
But the thing with the van scene is, I felt.
You're killing me, bro.
It's okay.
Go ahead, lay down.
Everybody loves dogs.
Yeah. He about to talk too.
He's big.
Lay down, man.
But with the van scene, I felt the only reason I didn't like it is I felt as if they did that to try and show like
what they can do.
For some reason, I had the same feeling for that as I did for what is it? Get Out. When he goes into the sunken place, that's what I felt like they thought it was gonna be like something. Nate, you never seen that?
Of course I have. I'm trying to.
That shot.
I'm trying to listen.
But it's a shot. That's what I'm saying. Like the shot of even how they even take the voice. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like I because when he goes in the sunken place, I know it's two total different movies. But he's looking up, and it's supposed to be like you
lose all senses except his sense of sight. Yeah. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. It just felt
like it was like the shot itself. I don't know if you remember what it looks like. Like he's literally.
I mean, we get like 3 shots. We get like the side shot of like him falling. You get his point of view, and then you get the shot from upside, like above him, going kind of toward him for like a few seconds.
But it was crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that shit was wild.
I got the same. For the stretching part of it, like how I don't know. I just got the same feeling like with Hellraiser in that scene. Like that was supposed to be like. Oh, look what we could do. You know something else, though, that I'm not going to lie, and I just thought this, and every time I watch this movie, I think about this, even though that shot was great, but I don't think it was, it was next level. It was really good, but it wasn't, crazy like some...
Are you talking about Get Out or Hellraiser right now?
No, Hellraiser.
Okay, I was just making sure.
When he goes in the sunken place and Get Out, that's cinematic masterful directing and cinematography and everything.
Shout out Get Out. Shout out Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele. Yeah. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, let's not.
What I was gonna say too, though, with Hellraiser too, is they end up doing all this stuff, and every time there is a big set piece or there's like a big editing choices they do, it only gets better. Like the whole time the movie, like. When they, at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, honestly, this movie's been out for a year, so...
Yeah, we're good. It's been long enough.
Whenever the guy originally tells Oh, you got the lawn service people here at 12 o'clock at night.
Bro, I was about to say, like, that's exactly what it's. I think it better be. Like,
yeah, no, that's probably rain.
Yeah,
but,
I was like, damn, a little late.
At the end of the movie, I just feel like every time they do something that's supposed to catch you, it just gets better as the movie progresses.
For sure.
And at the end, I thought, it's just like you've been on this, honestly, really on this crazy ride, and it's just like, man, like, this
it can't get worse.
Long,
like, and it's
no, but it's just like, it can't really get better than this, honestly, like, for what this movie is, but whenever the guy traps them, and he tells them, I don't want this anymore, or I don't want this, like,
Oh, bro, real talk, that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
that shit was insane,
see how it fell
man.
out, but how everything started going back together, that editing and that
bro,
that CGI,
ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's like at the end of the movie,
where
it's like, bro, it didn't have to be that good.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, yeah.
And the way they did that, it was
like I would have been honestly, I would have been good with like a lazy cutaway, like you see the thing fall out of his chest, and then it's just like hole in his shirt, like you see his stomach kind of thing. Like,
I'm telling you, man, they really killed it.
Like we saw my man's spine get like regrown.
Exactly,
type shit. That shit was crazy.
When the spine going back together and everything, the tissues coming back together. Once that big piece falls out of him, it was just like, dude, this is a.
And it's like not to get like too deep into like the lore of like all that stuff, because like I don't think either of us are too like heavily versed into it, but it's like it was just cool to see that like you do terrible fucking things like to get where like you get their gift, like you're literally sacrificing, what is that, like 5 people or something like that, 4 or 5 people.
I think there's 5 configurations
to the point where it's like you get what you want, but it's like there is no pleasure without pain. So like, you know what I'm saying, like what did I cannot remember what that guy's first wish was.
Oh, he wanted to feel ecstasy, complete ecstasy.
Yeah. So it's like, like he wanted to feel complete ecstasy, but to them, like ecstasy's pain. So, like that machine, bro, that machine was fucking
that was the craziest
wild,
shit. The machine he had,
that shit was
I mean, if you haven't seen it,
bro.
He had a machine in his body that took his...
It went through his, like, what would you say? I wouldn't say
his
chest.
Sternum, his whole sternum.
Yeah, it was like his sternum. Like, you see the front of it through his body, like, out the back, and it had these wires... That it was his skin, wasn't it? It was some crazy shit. I can't really remember. That's right.
Yeah, and pretty much, he wanted to feel.
It was every like 2 or 3 minutes they would spit.
Yeah, so his body could never get used to the pain or that pattern, which is crazy. Also, when you think about it, our bodies are fucking crazy, completely crazy.
Yeah,
but. I don't remember where I heard this, bro. Somebody says I think she says in this movie, your pain will be legendary.
Hell yeah,
it's
man.
just so
crazy.
Funny, it's cheesy, but honestly, I didn't want to say cheesy. I don't want to put that on the movie because I don't feel like it's cheesy. Yeah. I feel like it's great. I'm not gonna lie. Go check out Hellraiser. That was my number 4.
Hey, but before we move on, last question about Hellraiser. That was my number 3.
Okay, yeah.
But hold on, before we move. In the movie, not that like a lot of them get names. What was your favorite Cenobite?
Oh, that is a good question. Honestly, I like the main one.
You like Pinhead?
She felt like the way, just by the way her facial structure is and how she is, it felt like she was like real deal, like a bad bitch. Yeah. Like Fred, she commanded all the other ones. Yeah. And to that, I will say that with that movie is the other Cenobites were cool. But like one of her main ones, like the other girl that was in the pack, I didn't like her costume.
What?
I felt besides even the main girl, I'm not gonna lie. Besides their face, everything else looked like it was makeup to me. And that was one part of the movie I didn't really like that much. But at the same time, everything else was just like overshadowed that. Even the acting in it was great. Yeah. When you first watch it, is like you watch it a second time and really it's like. With one of the characters in it that you find out how he's bad and everything, you honestly can watch it a second time differently too.
No, and that's like that again. Like not to jump back into this, but like I did not expect that twist. That was dope. That was so good.
Me neither. The whole time I kept thinking, man, this guy's too nice. Man, I really like this guy. Like, bro, okay, you're actually down for it.
No.
Yeah, you're bad.
But no, but my favorite Cenobite, and like I don't know what to call it, but like I'm gonna call it the mouth, the one that like no eyes and it was just like the whole movie, bro. That shit terrified me, bro. That shit was scary, man.
It was strong as hell. Yeah.
That shit was scary.
That one was good. I like that one too. But the main girl is probably my favorite one.
Pinhead. So that was my number 3. So again,
dude, every death in that movie is like
brutal
really
as shit.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I was just thinking in the van when she does have that girl all sprawled out and she takes the pin out of her head and sticks it through her neck. Bro, when she sticks it through her neck, that was a shot that made me like wince. Like, oh, that would hurt so bad, bro. Like oh man, what a great movie.
Yeah. So Hellraiser yet again. There's an obvious champion of it, but streaming services did not need to go that hard last year.
Yeah.
So again, it's a Hulu original. It'll be on there for fucking probably ever. Yeah. If you haven't watched it, again, not too scary. Definitely super gory. If you've got, I'm not gonna say a strong stomach, but if you can tolerate seeing crazy shit,
it's not that.
Absolutely, I recommend it.
It's not that gory for sure.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so Hellraiser was lit. So let's hear your number dose.
Oh, it's 2 again. I feel like I've been talking a lot. Okay.
No, it's like the past 2 have been piggybacks. Yeah. So.
Okay, my number 3. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people probably won't like this, but I love this movie. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's two scenes in it. I'm not a big fan of. Okay, wait. Let me just say, I had the best. Really, why I think I like this movie so much is I had one of the best experiences in the movies for it. The people that were there were lit like the whole time. Like, I just had a great movie experience with it. My number 3 is Scream 5. I really enjoyed that movie. The only part honestly, if you watch the movie, the only part I really don't like is the attack in the hospital. But the first time, when it ends up like. She's fighting him in the break room. I hated that shit. I feel like that could have been cut out of the movie and it made it better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Scream 5. I don't know if you have watched. Have you seen it? Or some of it? You said?
I'm gonna say no, just for the simple fact that I haven't seen beginning to end. I've seen very big pieces. I know who the killer is. I know the main deaths in the movie.
Yeah.
But I haven't sat down opening credits to ending credits of the movie. It's actually one of my honorable mentions, just because it's fucking Scream. Like, at the end of the day, past all the slashers, I do think Scream is my favorite, just for the simple fact of, like, it's the most realistic. Yeah. Like, I think they said it in the second or the third movie.
Oh, man.
Like it's Scream isn't out of the realm of, like, of realism, of just complete realism. Like, just like I don't want to say the story of Ghostface, but just like the fucking legend of Ghostface, like the evolution of the character of, like, it's all kind of based on the same roots, like this hatred for this one fucking chick and, like, everything, but it's just like just the reality of Ghostface is the fact that, like, it's something as simple as, like, you know what, nah, fuck this shit, like, I'm gonna fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I will always, as long as they make Scream movies, I will go see them, just for the simple fact of, like, it's fucking Ghostface, man.
I didn't mind it. Honestly, rethinking this, Hellraiser should have been above Ghostface. Or above
I
Scream.
agree.
Not gonna lie.
I agree.
I really enjoyed Hellraiser a lot. And honestly, Scream 5, like I said, Scream 5, it was really good. There's a lot of pretty good shots in it. I like, there's a lot of good scenes in it that I like, but I didn't really like the hospital scene and all this shit, or the attack in the break room. But with Hellraiser, from beginning to end, I really like that movie. It's got you. I'm sorry to even go back.
It's got you hooked. No,
it's got you thinking, man. Like, in the beginning, it's like this. You're solving this puzzle. Knife comes out, takes your blood. It configures to another configuration. Yeah. It's like the whole time it's changing. The whole time you're thinking, like, who's gonna die? Like, Hellraiser was fire. But
that too, in the fact that, like, again, fucking not to go back to it, but it's like, the whole movie, like, the main girl was kind of a piece of shit. She's like, she's an addict. She's a shitty person. Like, she's in a toxic ass, like, relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the whole movie, it's like, yo, like, if there's somebody that should die, cross her off the fucking list.
There was a life lesson at the end of that movie. Yeah. I honestly, okay, but we're not on that number. Yeah. Let's go back to my number 3, Scream 5. I should have put Hellraiser above Scream 5, but. Yes, I don't know. Scream 5 was just enjoyable. Yeah. I honestly, it was really good from when I went to the movies to go see it. and then they had it on Hulu. I ended up watching it a ton of times. So
Okay.
I don't have too much to say about it, but I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like I said, like I'm not gonna go too deep into it just because like unfortunately for me it was just an honorable mention, but like for me that whole series will always be fan service. It's like I said, man. Like as long as they make Scream movies, I will go watch them just because they're just great.
But honestly, too, that they're even if they're not good, they're just guilty pleasures for us. Because honestly, we grew up on them as kids.
For sure.
But not even like or not just Scream. It's been like every slasher we just grew up on as kids. So it's like even if it's shitty, you know. When I watched Scream 5 too, it made me think. I really sat down and I literally looked around and I was like, bro, all these people here are here for the same thing.
Yep.
Let's hope, like, just hoping this movie's gonna be good, knowing it's stupid.
Yeah, like we're on the fifth one.
But we're all here to enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Scream 5 experience in the movie.
Real talk,
really good.
Cindy Prescott's kind of like
Hot.
She's the goat of like.
Never dying.
Final girls,
ass.
bro.
Yes, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
always whoops ass.
Obviously, like we just got done talking about her. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis is Scream Queen, Final Girl, like all that shit. But it's like Cindy Prescott. This bitch has killed her boyfriend, her boyfriend's husband, her boyfriend's mom, like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like her mom, her brother, her fucking like, bruh.
Honestly, that's why at the
shoot
end of
her
movie,
already, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for real, enough divulging the plan,
like,
bro. Shoot this girl.
Yeah, stop talking to her. Just hit her with a fucking car. Like,
that's why in this way I did like it though is like going back to what you said is like. Towards the end,
I said her boyfriend's husband, her boyfriend's best friend.
No, that makes sense. Though, she literally kills them all every time. But
I'd hate to do this right now. It's rumored. Okay, rumored.
I know you're gonna say.
Stu's coming back, and he's gonna be the killer in the sixth one.
Yeah, which would be cool. But it would be gas. It was supposed to be more than that too. Like he has a cult type shit.
Fine with that.
But there is a few. It's supposed to be in New York also, which would be really cool because after they talked about
get away from
just being in the snow, bro. We have not seen Ghostface in the snow, bro. That would be fire. It will be cool. If they do anything in New York and it's in the snow, it's going to be fire.
We get an Arctic camo like Ghostface, like
Call
of Duty,
yeah,
just all white, like all white but black mask,
all white, bro. Hey, that'd be hilarious, honestly. Then they'd get the wrong impression.
Not for sure, right? Just another random guy.
Yeah, but Scream 5 at the end, she ends up, and exactly what you just said too is like she kills that.
Her cousin? She kills her fucking cousin.
You know what's crazy is, but I never thought about that. Yeah. But she does kill her cousin, and it's like, bro, you never bring that up again. Like, in the next movie, it's just like, yeah, I killed her.
Yeah, that happened. Like whatever.
Don't bring it up. I hate her. Like. He's a big dog.
Yeah, fuck, I'm shaking the whole apartment,
but
sneezing on the podcast.
She says that. I've already heard this like a million times.
Yeah.
Just get this shit over
like,
with, bro.
fuck,
and I like that because it's like, bro, in every movie she does whoop ass.
But real talk, she's a real one. Because, bro, honestly, I'm done. Clock me out, bro. Like, after the second, I'll give you the first, okay? Trauma is trauma. After the second movie, I'm done, bro. Clock me out, man. Yeah. No overtime, no nothing. I'm done.
Like, well, yeah, we gotta get her this time. Yeah, she's killed 4 ghost faces already.
Yeah, so. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Scream 5. It was. I thought it was pretty fire.
Yeah, definitely a good movie. Again, check it out. It's I'm pretty sure it's on something still.
Dude, they just took it off. Well, I have we already know I have like a ton of add-ons on Hulu. They just took it off like 2 days ago. I went to go, bro. That was the thing, man. I'm on Hulu heavily.
Yeah.
Anytime they add a new movie, bro, I know. Like I go through that every day. I'm waiting for Pearl to be on Hulu. It's going to happen any day now. I'm telling you, I'm gonna turn it on and Pearl's gonna be there, and I'm gonna be like, bruh, clear my day. I'm watching this movie twice.
Calling out of work.
Yeah, right. I'm sitting down. I watch this movie for me, getting the end, and I'm probably gonna start over and watch it again.
Bet though.
Pearl, fire.
Yeah. Moving on. My number 2 is Prey. Again, Hulu. If you absolutely
bro, they had a lot of like
this
even,
shit, bro.
Do they have any original shows?
I'm sure that MODOK.
No, I'm saying this year.
Oh, like this year's in 2023 or this year's in? Don't know. There's somebody knocking on my door.
This is scary.
This is scary.